Okay, welcome back. Sunday again. I had to like fight myself to do this today. I almost didn't. I was like, just do it. I think the deciding factor was the hair, because I'm like, I meant to do it for church, but I didn't have time, and then it actually takes forever. It takes about as long as straightening my hair, but this works a lot better than straightening my hair, because my hair's curly, so yeah. Thought I'd go kind of like 80s, early 90s, you know. And I had to show it off to somebody, even if it doesn't look the best. I had to show it off, so I'm like, okay, fine. I think that's how I kind of convinced myself. I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. Okay, so I actually found a whole bunch of my old song lists that I had written down requests for from people like at the very beginning, and I'm like, God, I like totally abandoned that whole thing, which I don't mind kind of going off course every now and then, especially if something looks very interesting, or I'm like, no, I want to do something that I want to do, then I can do that. But I was like, you know what? I need to work on some of these again, because I kind of left them behind. And one of the first ones that I did was Bring Me the Horizon. I have a whole bunch of That's the Spirit. So far, that I think that's my favorite album. But I've been having a lot of requests, or I had a lot of requests for Sempiturnal too, and some of the older ones, which I have a list of what I've done and what I haven't done, but I wanted to go back to Sempiturnal because it's been a while. I did like Shadow Moses. I did like Can You Feel My Heart. Can't remember what else I did on there, but anyway, so you can skip the lyric review right there. Okay, so I chose Go to Hell for Heaven's Sake. That sounds like a me song. Now, I read through the lyrics. My first thing was like, okay, it's about somebody he hates, somebody that's just uses people, very bad person. But then I stopped and I'm like, wait a second. Because I do this all the time, especially with Bring Me the Horizon. I'm like, usually he's talking about like drugs or something, and I was like, no, that can't be. I'm like, I bet he's talking about something else. And so I looked this up, and it says it's written to sound like it's about someone I don't like and don't want to have a connection with anymore, but it's a letter to myself talking to the side of me that needed to be destroyed. I'm like, yes, okay, that's the other thing. I'm like, it's either drugs or like it's a look at yourself. I'm finding, especially with metal, there's a lot of that kind of stuff. It's rarely about somebody else. I know there were a couple of Slipknot songs that were, I think, about his ex. But other than that, and I actually kind of like, maybe that's why I like metal, because it's very, what do you call that? I want to say introspective. Is that the right word? But it's about yourself. Kind of reminds me of Big Bad Wolf too. It's got the two sides to yourself. Okay, anyway. That's like, for the love of God, will you bite your tongue? Like that part of me, like every now, I'm always like, shut up, like arguing with myself. There's one part of me that's totally fine. There's always some stupid part of me that I'm like, will you stop? Yeah. No one wants to see you, no one wants to hear you. You're pathetic. When did the diamonds leave your bones? Burning down every bridge we make. Watch you choke on the heart you break. Bleeding out every word you said. Go to hell for heaven's sake. So you're just telling the part of yourself that's just not good. Like, just go to hell. That's a totally good way to say it. I just love the go to hell for heaven's sake. Love that. Love it. No one wants to hear you. Yeah. There are parts, I mean, because there's definitely, let's see, you're a shepherd. You're not a shepherd. You're a sheep. Sheeple. Yeah. The part of you that kind of wants to follow along. That makes me think of people who try to fit in. Like, when people are like, oh, you gotta do this to fit in, and that part of you, you're like, oh yes, I have to do this to fit in. While the other parts, like, you don't have to do this for, no, there's just, of course, my brain is psycho. I have like 50 things going on in my head at a time, all these different voices, but there are certain ones that I'm like, stop. So, yeah. Make myself crazy. Going nuts. Definitely. Oh, I hope this doesn't get blocked. You know, if it does, we'll see. We'll see if I can do something, but I know it'll be on Patreon for sure, but I might have to go back over and maybe I'll try to do a lyric video for it. We'll see. I guess I need my headphones before I start this. I'll try to pause it often enough. Maybe that'll help. What do I look like? Yeah! Okay, just had to see. Full screen. Usually these music videos get blocked. Well, Can You Feel My Heart didn't. I like the slow down. So some of these pictures on the very beginning, I guess, see, because I'm not very good with words, I'm sorry. Like, that includes like the depression. Definitely, that's at least that's what I'm getting with the images in this video. Yeah, and this totally sounds like, I know maybe 3 songs from Sempiturnal, and I'm like, yeah, this belongs in Sempiturnal. Definitely. Hey, I want you to come to earth, you pray. I'll bleed it out every word you say. Go to hell for heaven's sake. I'm burning down every bridge we make. I want you to come to earth, you pray. I'll bleed it out every word you say. Go to hell for heaven's sake. Yeah, definitely. I just love, like, the visual, I don't know, just this whole music video definitely gives you, like, every picture that comes up, I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay. Anyway, I might just have to pause a couple of times just to pause. Because I'm trying to make sure this doesn't get blocked, so. So desperate and pathetic, you think that no one sees this. I'll think it's time you knew the truth. Yeah, I'm burning down every bridge we made. I want you to come the earth you pray. I'm bleeding out every word you said. Go to hell for heaven's sake. I'm burning down every bridge we made. I want you to come the earth you pray. I'm bleeding out every word you said. Go to hell for heaven's sake. When did the silence leave your mouth? Yes, I liked that. Leave your mouth. You're not a shepherd, you're just a sheep. I come by death fed up everyone you make. You're all flesh with no bones. Feed them to the sharks, throw them to the wolves. I liked that whole last part. I want to rewind it so bad. I want to rewind it so bad. No, we'll just keep going. No, I don't know. You know what? Let me see if I can find it. Where did it get? What was that part? Let me see if I can find it. Where he does that weird voice. Is that where? Let me find it. There we go. When he does that with his... I love how he does... I don't know what he does, if it's the microphone or whatever. Love the sound of it. And I love breakdowns. I mean, you know me. Yeah. You're not a shepherd, you're just a sheep. I come by death fed up everyone you make. You're all flesh with no bones. Feed them to the sharks, throw them to the wolves. Okay, I had to do that again. That was nice. I really like that. They're all very talented. But I really love. I don't know. I always love the drummer. He's really good. Anyway, let's keep going. That's cool. Oh, I better... Whoops. One bank. The mom.
Meet a future mom, a first-time mom, and a seasoned pro. This mom...
Bye-bye. Okay, cancel. Cancel. Okay, thank you. Okay. Very good. Yeah, that totally... I mean, I only know a few songs from Sempiturnal. I know a whole bunch from, like, That's the Spirit, and I've heard, like, some of their, like, earlier stuff, but, so I'm not a total expert, but I have to say that does sound like Sempiturnal. It looks like it, too. And I already said it in the music video, but I love the imagery, because it kind of helps me, my thoughts kind of come together, and I mean, just like, I don't know, some of the pictures just brought understanding, and I was like, okay, yeah. Like, it's very dark. It's a very dark place, like the dark part of your mind, the very the parts that need to go away, basically. They're very hard not to listen to at times, but definitely get it. Definitely feel this song. Still love the title of it. Yeah, I like that one too. I gotta say, I'm definitely a Bring Me the Horizon fan, at least so far. So anyway, can't wait to keep going over these. I have my list, so sorry. So hopefully I'll start going over some of these bands that I started with again. Hopefully. I think Slipknot's one of them. Who else was there? I'll have to look at it again. But anyway. So that was Bring Me the Horizon, Go to Hell for Heaven's Sake. Very good. Love it. Alright, if you would like to do something, okay, comment, like, and subscribe. Then I have my social media. You can come and say hello to me on those. Other than that, I think that's all I got. Right, I think that's all. Okay, so I'll see everybody next time.